lights, breaking down the tide. Every wrong, every right. Got the insight, fire, and the Bama pride. When the Crimson's on the line, we alone for the ride. Bama voices on the call, we gon' break it all down. Roll it up. From the rumble in the trenches to the kings of the crown. Roll it up. Yeah, the tide runs deep and the show runs strong. Jack, Jeff, Trev, keep it rolling all season long. Every snap, every play, every headline drop. If it's Bama on the field, you know we never stop. Fast take, big stakes, tide talk all day. Alabama by CFB, we don't play. Christian spirit in the air, let the good times flow. Times flow. Roll it up. Only one place to be when you love it.
Good evening, Crimson Tide Nation, and welcome to the 66th edition of the Alabama Crimson Tide Live call-in show from yours truly, Jackson Johnson and Jeffrey Only Talk Sports, as we take your calls on the Crimson Tide. And let me tell you something, folks, it's going to be a wild ride. Alabama Crimson Tide Live call-in show 66 is presented by FanDuel, where you can get top-notch predictions on the world of college football, college basketball, NFL, NBA, UFC, and NHL hockey. All right here. How you doing today, good buddy?
Doing great, Jackson. Excited to be back for the 66th edition of the Alabama Crimson Tide live call-in show, sponsored by FanDuel. So yeah, definitely got a big show here. Alabama is no longer in the playoffs, but you know we've got some big moves being made. Some losses, some gains, you know, definitely a lot going on. And we got a couple playoff games that we can't wait to watch. I know that's why we moved the show to today because of that. So I'm excited to see what happens in the playoffs. Excited to see what happens with Alabama. Obviously saw the big news that Ty Simpson is indeed entering the NFL draft, which again, we all basically said that we thought that would happen. It makes sense. I mean, again, it is a weak draft class for quarterbacks. You know, he's not going to really benefit or probably be able to boost his draft stock by returning. So I'm not shocked that Ty Simpson is declaring for the draft. I also think it's funny that when they showcased that Ty Simpson was declaring for the draft, immediately after I saw Caleb Downs is declaring for the draft. And I'm like, okay, that's not a surprise at all. I don't think we needed that pairing, but Ty Simpson, I mean, that was, you know, it was a kind of, I guess, you know, a 50-50 thing, but I think most of us thought he was going to go, but definitely, I'm sure there's been other news that hopefully you can enlighten me on that I have not seen, but I did see that Ty Simpson is gone.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Well, you know, I just keep thinking about the NFL teams, and you know, I talked about a little bit earlier on today's video on Alabama Voice of College Football about Simpson, where the Raiders are likely going for a quarterback. The Jets are likely going for a quarterback. The Cardinals, I've got a feeling, are sick and tired of the Kyler Murray era, so they want to go a new era. The Rams. Now, Matthew Stafford is 37 years old as of right now. He'll be 38 years old on February 7th of this year on his birthday, the week before Valentine's Day, of course. And Aaron Rodgers is in his 40s. He's 42 right now. He's going to be 43 come December. But I'm sure Aaron Rodgers will probably hear about Bill Maher talking about why he never got married and had 0 kids for the umpteenth time on Club Radio.
Ty Simpson's probably going to have a better situation than you think a guy like Fernando Mendoza or Dante Moore. Those guys are probably going to get drafted to absolutely terrible teams. You know, whereas Ty Simpson, he could go to a team that's pretty good and be a backup for now. You know, like the Rams would be great. You know, go to the Rams, learn from Stafford for a few years, and then you know, be
and
the
you
guy.
get to play for Sean McVay.
So I mean that's honestly you make less money than being like the top pick in the draft, like maybe what Mendoza will be. But Mendoza is also going to go to a really bad team, which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean the Raiders. Unless the Raiders get, I saw that eye roll. Love it. If the Raiders get a really good head coach, if they can get John Harbaugh and not mess with it.
By the way, dumb move, Ravens. Dumb move.
Yeah. It's like that's
I
for
don't
sure.
agree with it. I just don't. I mean, I understand they didn't have a great year and all, but still, Lamar was not healthy for some of the year. I don't know really the other injuries they could have had, but I mean, like he's done so well there, man. I don't know. I don't
You know
agree.
what this feels like to me? The Eagles firing Andy Reid after 20.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, that's a great point. And there's a great chance that wherever Harbaugh goes, he does win.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
He's got a
a
lot of
Super Bowl.
suitors. He's got a
So
lot. I mean, it's just we'll wait and see what happens. But I bet Godfather, the SEC, can help us weigh in on what the best fit is for Ty Simpson. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
Jeffrey on the mic. He's on the mic tonight, everybody, from Only Talk Sports. There he is.
There we
The
go.
hat and all. Al Jackson told you right up there. It's my fault. You can get mad at me.
no,
Good,
you're
Jackson.
good, Godfather. I appreciate it. I mean, I got the old mic here. Has
Right.
it improved the audio?
Yeah, you sound good. A lot better than you did on the other way.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that. Trying to make some upgrades. I appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of people always said my audio was not good, and I'm like, well, I mean, as long as you can hear me, I hope that's okay. I hate that, but I appreciate that. I hope it's a lot better.
If I can get you to wear that coonskin hat you got up there in North Carolina, we'll be really rocking and rolling.
Hey, Davy Crockett. Give me
That's
the
him.
top
There
right
he is.
here.
Ty Simpson going to the draft or declaring for the draft. I don't
Well,
know.
it's a good move right there. Because I mean, did you really want to have to return for 2026? No.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably not.
you could hold off Keelan for 1 year, 2 years. You don't want to press your luck like that. So that was the best move for all involved right there. Going to the 2026 draft. I mean, Steelers are definitely going to be they're going regardless of how this season ends for the Steelers. I do not see them sticking with Aaron Rodgers after 2026.
Who's
The
got the
Jeopardy
first
gig
round?
Ken Jennings at this point, but it's like
Who-
I'm just kind of coming up with something on Aaron Rodgers. But Matthew Stafford, I mean, he's obviously staying 2026, but it's more like, is he going to be there 2027? Highly doubt that. The Rams would make a smart move by drafting Simpson now, striking while the iron's hot. Do what the Chiefs did in 2017 by getting Patrick Mahomes to just sit a year, wait behind Alex Smith, the boom, trot his butt in. I mean, like, and plus, if you're drafted by the Rams, you get to be playing in one of the best rivalries in the NFL, the Rams 49ers rivalry. I mean,
Have
that's
they
a
got
pretty
the
cool rivalry right
have
there.
they got the first round pick? The Rams? I hadn't looked. Who's got it?
Yes, as a matter of fact, they do. Shockingly, they didn't trade it, thank God.
Okay. Well, you in sunny California, so yeah, he might be. Have to wait about a year or so. I was talking to a buddy of mine a while ago, actually, Bill from New York, and I told him, I said, I don't. I'm no football player. I can't see Ty Simpson though walking right out of college and walking right on the field and playing a starting role in a quarterback for a football team. Now, I may be crazy, but that's kind of hard to do. You don't see many cats that can do that. There's been a few, but there's been a whole lot less, and there has been a whole lot more there. Excuse me, I'm eating chicken fingers, so I'm on here.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Chicken, I'm chewing it up like a chicken nugget tonight. Look at Jeffrey. He said this show's done got the shit right off the bat. Right now.
Hey, it's doing a lot better than some of the ones we've had. We've had some borderline like, oh my goodness, we gonna get canceled or something. Oh my god. Like, yeah, I hate having to worry about that, man. But you never know, dude. Sometimes the things that happens is like, wow, I think this is pretty tame. We're good.
Yeah,
You
we're
enjoy those
tame.
chicken fingers.
Well, we're good boys. So it's like, you see those little sigils over our heads.
What are we gonna do though for the offensive line? That's what I want to hear you guys talk
Well,
about.
we are waiting it out for Pete from North Carolina State to see if he wants to commit to Alabama, which
I mean, it would make sense considering his running back came.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
it
already
would.
blocked for Smothers, so
Oh yeah. I mean,
I
that
heard I heard
dynamic duo.
somebody say Smothers had a 4.27 40.
Oh,
Yeah, he's fast. I don't know his exact numbers or anything, but I did watch some film with Jackson the other day on him, and he's definitely explosive. I really liked the move to get him because everybody kept talking about Raleek Brown too, and to me, he's wherever he goes. Heck, he could have already committed. I don't know, but wherever he goes, he is going to cost more, and I think that Alabama needs to use more of the resources on the lines of scrimmage. So Smothers is a guy that is very, very solid. He's going to be very good next year, but to me, does not have as high of a price tag as Raleek Brown. So I thought it was a great move.
oh yeah. I'm just like, yeah, when we heard about Smothers coming in, Raleek Brown's not going to Bama, but I think he committed to Texas. So I
Yeah,
think
that's
he's
not
gonna be
surprising. Like I said, that's why I said maybe he's already gone somewhere. I haven't seen any news today. So besides the Ty Simpson thing, I haven't seen anything. So I don't know what's going on in the portal. I just know you see where Raleek Brown went. Like I'm sure he's going to be making more NIL at Texas than Smothers will be at Alabama. He was not the right fit for that. Alabama, if they already had a good O-line and all they needed was a good running back to shore it up, then get Raleek Brown. But we got a lot of holes right now, so it's like get a good running back, but you don't have to get the most expensive one. Because we need to. This is a money game now, as we all know this. So like Alabama's got to use their funds on the lines of scrimmage.
Well,
Especially
luckily, you're going to be really happy with this. But Alabama was luckily able to retain Michael Carroll for the 2026 season. That is a much needed key piece for the offensive lineman for Alabama. Although we have lost Wilkin Formby to Texas A&M, but I mean that's going to make Alabama Texas A&M even more wild next season. On October 24th.
that
So
move doesn't even make sense.
No, that's money.
I guess he
Somewhere
wants to
Has to
hear.
be money.
I think he wants to hear more about how great things were in 1939. But oh well. I guess if you want that da 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 da, it's like yeah yeah it's like yeah okay yeah that's the
I
last
don't
time.
think any of the players that commit to Texas A&M care about the history of Texas A&M. They care
No.
about the check. I mean, dude, A&M's a joke. Like they get some of the best players every year, and I mean, I know Elko's done better than Jimbo, but still, I mean, like I don't know, they're not a very likable program just for the fact that they underachieve every year. Like people don't like overachievers, but people don't like underachievers either. And it's like A&M is the definition of underachiever.
Yeah,
I guess no doubt about it.
Elko had them right where they needed to be, and they couldn't finish. So once again, there you go. You're right. They always finish at the bottom of the barrel, but Alabama's got to get a maybe with some other Hollywood in there. I guess they got two Hollywoods on the team now. Hollywood Williams and Hollywood Smothers. Maybe he can. He kind of reminds you of Jamar Gibbs. The way I look at him, I mean, I don't know what y'all think, but
Oh,
he kind of reminds me of Jamar Gibbs a little bit.
that's who Trevor and I were talking about as well last night. Kind of like Jamar Gibbs.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And you-
that's. I mean, it's easy to comp, a guy like that because they're both explosive. They're both very fast. I mean, no, most players aren't a complete 1-to-1, but I mean, I can definitely see that comparison.
Yeah, when
Oh,
Jamar
man.
Gibbs, he got a hole. He was gone. He was hard to catch. I mean, he done a lot of good things for Alabama, and has done a lot of good things in the NFL also.
Oh man. Well, it says offensive lineman, Bama boy 2296. That's what Strayhorn's played. But Brock Riker, we know he's taught to Crimson coverage, but other than that, we don't know anything else beyond that, but we will keep you updated on whether Brock Riker decides he wants to go from Texas State to Alabama or wherever else he goes. But we will keep you updated on that. We promise you.
A lot of
These
guys
fans-
like that, they it's either money or it's playing time. It's like sometimes they're like, hey, am I gonna start? And if they don't guarantee them that they're gonna start or they're gonna play, then they don't commit. And then other times, I mean, like you're seeing some of these quarterbacks and some of these players transferring, but then they end up going somewhere else. Like Kenny Minchie went from Notre Dame to Nebraska, and then the next day went to Kentucky because Kentucky gave him a better NIL deal. And then Damon Williams, quarterback of Washington, who said he was returning to Washington, is now not returning to Washington because he obviously is getting better offers. So, yeah, like a guy like Riker coming from Texas State. I mean, I don't know what he. I mean, if Alabama's pursuing him, then that means he's good. It's just like, is he going to start? Is he going to come off the bench? Whatever. I don't know. It's very interesting with the portal because the guys' motivations usually come down to playing time and money, and it's tough to guarantee playing time because you're really not supposed to. You need to earn it. Like that's the issue with the portal. The portal has made it where guys just don't stick it out. Like the Ty Simpsons waiting their turn days are basically about over. They're gone. I mean, you might have a rare exception of, maybe a certain player really loves a certain program and is dedicated and will wait his turn, but that is very rare. Bama boy saying he's the highest rated center. So, I mean, he's probably would be a starter then. I mean, it's just, is Alabama going to be the team that gives him the best NIL deal? That's your question. I mean, that's literally what all these moves are coming down to. I mean, yeah, there are some players that do pick a school for fit over money. I've seen that. There's some guys that are like, hey, I think this program's a better fit for me. That happens, but we'll get Riker if we give him the best deal. That it's as simple as that. All these portal moves, really, a lot of them just come down to that.
43-43. Newsflash: Alabama's tied up with Vanderbilt. 18 minutes to go in the second half.
Oh man. Yeah, we were looking at the odds for Alabama Vanderbilt earlier tonight. I know Alabama's oh wow. Oh my. They're now a plus 3.5 favorite according to FanDuel. And yep, 45-43, 17:57 left in the second half.
What were the
And
odds?
I can tell you right now. At the beginning of the game, Vanderbilt was a 4.5 favorite. Alabama was a 4.5 underdog. And to be honest, even though I didn't place a bet on this game, I was like, you know what? If I was a bet man, I'm going with my dogs, going with the Bama man, because I think they can get it done.
It would be a huge win because Vanderbilt's undefeated, which is unbelievable. I mean, you think about the fact that 2 James Madison coaches, right? In 2 different sports have gone to a bigger school that doesn't normally have success and are doing elite. Signetti going to Indiana has been just incredible. And then Byington, the James Madison basketball coach, has done very well at Vanderbilt. So, Vanderbilt's also just up their game in general. I mean, they, in football are a lot better now. Basketball, they're a lot better now to match their baseball team. So clearly NIL is helping them out. But yeah, I mean, Vanderbilt's been a crazy story. Nebraska has been a crazy story this year in basketball. Like college basketball, like no one's talking about it. Some people are, but like I feel like a lot of the season, football just dominates the talk, and then when football ends, then it switches to basketball. We're not at that point yet because the playoffs still going, but like there's some interesting storylines in college basketball right now. I mean, the fact Nebraska and Vanderbilt are undefeated.
Man,
Still in January in basketball, like those teams aren't usually good.
basketball.
Yeah, Nebraska ball, and everybody's like, "See, look, Nebraska is Indiana. Like Nebraska football and Indiana basketball can't win, but now Nebraska basketball and Indiana football are winning when they've never won before." And I'm just like, okay.
Oh,
We'll talk about before I get off here. Ole Miss and Miami. I don't know. I've just got a bad feeling. I think it's going to be Ole Miss and Indiana for the national championship.
I'm
I mean,
okay with
I
that.
wouldn't be against that. I want Indiana to win it all. Obviously, I mean, I just
They,
can't deny that one. But if I was to pick a team that ain't Indiana to win it all, I would be fine with Ole Miss because with what happened to them, it would be a really great story to see a program that got their entire staff taken away from them and they still won it. That would be unbelievable.
yeah, I mean, like even though dipshit, I mean, Lane Kiffin left them and is going to get paid irregardless for the results, which that shit is wrong.
Yeah, he's not doing anything to earn
Yeah,
that.
but it's like even though he's going to get paid, his ego is going to get broken if Ole Miss went on. Like that's my favorite part of this whole thing because like the guy looks like he has his ego's bruises very easily. Like that's the thing about him.
I just laugh at how people comment to his Twitter posts. I just laugh, man. Some funny stuff.
I don't even mess around with it because it's like
you don't even see Lane's tweets, man.
oh, I see him every now and again, but it's
you
just,
can't help but see it. Dude's got like 1 million followers, man. It's just like he just posts.
yeah, it's like
I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anymore. I just think it's funny.
he's like a teenage girl. That's
I
the
think
thing.
it's funny, man. I think it's hilarious.
It's like even teenagers are like you remember that like episode of SpongeBob where Pearl sees like Mr. Krabs trying to follow the trends that Pearl's did, and then Pearl's like, "Girls, we gotta come up with a new trend. Thank you."
Yeah, corral.
Wow. Oh no.
I mean, that's literally Lane Kiffin in a nutshell. I mean, he's a grown man.
Lane Kiffin
acting
is
like
Eugene Krabs, folks.
Oh man. Oh man.
Money.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
I can't quit ripping on him. Like he's too easy to rip on. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think Lane Kiffin has surpassed Phil Fulmer for you.
With his
Like,
spray on tan. With the spray on tan.
Oh yeah. Well,
no.
More like Lincoln Riley has
a guy
surpassed.
that got his dreams wrecked in the playoffs this year.
And his $6,000
Well, Lincoln Riley has kind of surpassed Former for me. So it's
and his $6,000 tennis shoes. $6,000 for a pair of damn tennis shoes.
Oh my God, $6,000 for
He
tennis?
paid $6,000 for a pair of Jordans he had on. Yeah, 6,000 big ones.
Who's spending that kind of money?
That was Kiffin. He was at the LSU basketball game on.
Oh, I saw him talking with Sam.
Yeah,
Levitt.
he was holding hands with the LSU women's basketball.
Yeah, he had those. He had those $6,000 Jordans on right there. At the
I was like,
basketball game.
why is he walking in holding hands with Kim Mulkey? Like what? I don't know. I get a crack out of Lane. I get a crack out of Lane.
Weird.
I have to ask y'all this though. We got David Everett in here. He's saying that Miami has the best defense. Do you agree with that?
No. Overall, yeah, probably. But I mean, if it's a shootout, if Ole Miss can make it a shootout, and I'll shut up after this, they can make it a shootout. They'll beat Miami.
Well, Miami has a better defense than Ole Miss, but I don't think.
I think Indiana's defense is very arguably just as good as Miami's.
Yeah,
especially based off statistics. I think Pro Football Focus even ranks Indiana as having the number 1 defense. I could be wrong. Don't fact check me on that, but it's either number 1 or number 2. And I know Miami ain't number 1. Miami's got a good defense. Don't get me wrong. They got a really good defense. But I think Indiana statistically has the best defense, if not, second best defense. Like, I don't know. I think Miami's got a great defense. I think Indiana's got a great defense. I think Oregon has a very, very great defense. I think that sometimes they don't consistently play as hard, but I mean they got a good defense. Ole Miss has the worst defense, but it's not horrible. But I just don't think Miami. I don't think any team you can say has legitimately the best defense. I think Miami and Indiana are very good. Kate, I'm sure you did. dude. I'm sure he did.
That's not very smart. Be spending that kind of money on shoes. Like honestly, I don't think I'd be pissing away $6,000 on shoes. Like maybe
Does
I should-
look and see, Jackson, if Signetti, I'm kind of bumfuzzled. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look myself. Will Signetti be the first college football coach to win a national championship in his second year? His second year?
Nah, he wouldn't be the first.
He wouldn't be the first, probably. I'm sure there's another example of it, but he would be
Jim
the first.
Tressel, Bob Stoops, Urban
He would be
Meyer.
the first to do it at a school like Indiana, though.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten.
Like the turnaround. Like you're talking, like those coaches were at teams that were
loaded.
Yeah. Like it's not improbable. I mean, Saban did it in year 3. I mean, yeah, Alabama was not in great shape when he took over, but it like Signetti, when he took over Indiana was dead. Indiana was bad. Indiana sucked. They were trash. They were going to 4 overtimes with Akron. And yeah, if he won it all at Indiana, he wouldn't be the first to win in his second season, but he would be the first to do it at a program that was dead, just in the floor. Typically, if a coach is winning in their second season, it's at a good program.
Run over dead. They were run over dead.
Yeah, IU was like they were history. I mean, Indiana fans were just people say they didn't exist. It's not true that they didn't exist. It's just how could they root for that? Like the team historically has always been garbage. Tom Allen just had the spark for brief with the IU staff. That is at Alabama now. But other than that, they've always been trash. Like they weren't even like decently competitive. They weren't like a Minnesota where you're winning 7-8 games. They suck. They just were horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Like from 1993 to 2007, they averaged like 2.9 wins a season.
Not much.
They didn't make a bowl game in that stretch either. They were awful. The only season that they almost got 500 was in 2001 with Antoine Randall. And he was an incredible player, but they went 5-6 because their team was just shoddy. So, Indiana sucked. Like it's not to demarginalize other coaches that have won early, but I just think if Signetti wins the national championship in Indiana, it would be it has to be or one of like top 3 best stories, coaching jobs of all time. Like there's just no other debatable point on that. I don't think, because there's no other like Barry Alvarez and Bill Snyder and all those guys. They did an incredible job at programs that prior to them being there were bad, but they didn't win national championships in year 2.
$6,000 tennis shoes.
God,
I paid $200 for a pair I wear, and I thought that was outrageous. But $6,000 because it has Michael Jordan's name on it. Come on.
That's because Lane Kiffin's a diva.
Well, it's funny. I mean, I don't think that's I don't know what Caden's doing, man. Like, yeah, you want to bet, but it's not $6,000. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
I think
even if you want a $6,000 bet,
hey,
like
Lane Kiffin's doing a college show, we should definitely send Caden over to Lane Kiffin's college show.
Yeah.
What do you think, Caden?
He'd probably enjoy that.
We'll send him over there, and I think I posted it on my Facebook page, didn't I, Jackson? Didn't I put the tennis shoes up there? I think I did.
I think so. Let me go check.
I don't know. I might not have. I put so much garbage on there. There's no telling. But anyway, I'm gonna slide out of here. I know Caden's biting his fingernails off to get on here and talk. He's getting ready to let it rip. Jeffrey,
That's why you play the harmonica.
put your earplugs in, Jeffrey. The shit's finna hit the fan.
I agree with that, Godfather. I agree with that. I appreciate you for bringing always great conversations to the show, unlike a certain other person that we tolerate.
Is he in the green room, Jackson?
He's actually not right now, but I'm sure he will come in.
He'll be in there. He'll be in there. He's like an old groundhog. He'll come out here in a minute.
All right, dude.
Yeah, we got it.
You gotta be thinking about Caddyshack.
Yeah.
I love the ending line of that movie for Rodney Dangerfield. Like that was what made the film right there.
Dangerfield was crazy, man. He
Oh
was
no!
crazy.
When he told everybody, "Hey everyone, we're all gonna get laid." Woo!
Such a good movie.
We're gonna get laid.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
Man, Rodney Dangerfield
That's
gets
so
no
funny.
respect.
That was people were just saying back then, how nasty. Yeah, if they could just see what's on TV now.
Yeah, and as we speak, there he is.
Oh
There he
man.
is. Oh no. Boom, 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 boom. Boing. Well, I'm gone, guys. He's all yours. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all next Thursday night. Only Talk Sports, Jackson at the Alabama, the voice of college football. Y'all get on their channels, subscribe, like, love, do whatever you got to do to make it roll, baby. I'll see y'all next Thursday night. Y'all be safe.
We'll
I
see you
appreciate
soon,
it,
Godfather.
Godfather. Appreciate you. Have a great night.
Appreciate you, man. Stay safe, stay warm. It's cold out. And we've got our next caller for the next 6 to 8 minutes. Caden the Diesel Freak.
Nah.
How you doing tonight, man?
Nah. Every time I think of Kate, I think of that song.
What's up, man? Hello, Caden.
And I'm listening to Jeffrey the Moron. It doesn't surprise me.
Owner of a lonely heart, man.
Jeez.
Hey, man, the shoe fits, right? I mean,
I'd rather spend $1,000 on Kobe Pro 6s that are from Oregon than listen to Jeffrey singing. Jeez.
I didn't sing. I was humming the riff.
Still
The iconic
counts.
riff.
That still counts, Jeffrey.
Hey, it was better than your opera singing.
All right, I'll give you that touche there. I'll give you that touche only because it's your show and Jackson's show. I'm gonna say this. I have confidence in Miami's defense. Heck, they beat my house. They Buckeyes fair and square. I'm not going to complain about it.
So you think Miami's going to win it all now, right?
Did I stutter about it, Jeffrey? Jeez.
I'm just
This
stating
guy
the
is
obvious.
keeping track of my picks because apparently either he's lost or he's lost track. Which either way, that could be either way.
You
Well,
said
let me
last
just say
week you
this.
thought Miami was going to win it all.
I literally was just talking to a friend of mine who's a Miami Hurricanes fan. Literally not even that long ago.
Okay.
That's not said name Jaden. That's not Jaden Gonzalez of the Miami Champ.
Oh, yeah. He's from the Miami Primetime Live show at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern on Miami at the Voice of College Football Mondays with Shay McDonald. And he does the Miami Calling Show 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. That's right.
Yeah, but this is another friend of mine who that is a Miami fan. And I was just saying, you know what? I mean, Miami's defense and plus Carson Beck is experienced against Ole Miss because Carson Beck is the former quarterback of Georgia. Well, former backup now, backup and starter quarterback at Georgia. So I feel like Carson Beck's experience against Ole Miss is going to help him beat Ole Miss if they have to rely on their offense, if their defense doesn't step up. But with Ray Lewis and Jason Taylor as Miami's defensive coordinator, I know they're going to bring the heat and they're going to bring it on defense. Just saying. And I think in that defense.
That's not their defensive coordinators, Caden. I don't think.
I said Jason Taylor. Jason Taylor, who also is alum at the University of Miami. Literally a Hall of Fame
I'm
alum.
sure you have his contact information like all the Ohio State players.
Listen, I may not have Jason Taylor's contacts, but at least I say I have a lot of respect for him. Ray Lewis, Michael Irvin, who's the wide receivers head coach, by the way, three-time Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys. I have a lot more respect for those cats than those Alabama Crimson Clowns and, well, the Indiana, well, dummies from Indiana and whatever Coach Signetti. I don't have a lot of respect for those guys. Just truthfully being honest.
I mean, I don't think anybody would expect anything less from you, but I mean, like
Oh, and what's that supposed to mean, Jeffrey? Let me ask you, what's that supposed
you
to
don't like anybody but Ohio State, Miami, and Georgia sometimes. That's it. Everybody else is trash.
The only reason I respect Miami is because I have friends who went to Miami and because of the program.
He has a side team, folks. It's okay.
It's mutual respect, Jeffrey. You wouldn't understand it, and you wouldn't understand.
How can I not understand mutual respect? That's respect between two people or two organizations or two partnerships. That's what mutual respect is.
Well, our mutual respect runs a little bit deeper, and that ain't because of anything weird. It's just because, hey, my homeboy Jeremiah Smith is from Miami. Also, Mr. Primetime.
Oh, you know him personally. Okay.
Mr. Primetime, Double J, the actual Double J, JJ Smith, Mr. Primetime. Yeah.
How come nobody calls him JJ Smith then?
Hey, I've called him JJ Smith a few times.
Well, if you did, I wouldn't have known who you were talking about because it's Jeremiah Smith.
Double J, Mr. Primetime.
Is his middle name a J?
Yeah.
Cool. Good
Sometimes
Didn't
his
know that.
middle name is Primetime because he's Primetime. He's like Deion Sanders, Mr. Primetime.
Well, he's not prime time at Colorado, even though I've been praying for him, but his team sucks.
I'll talk about Jeremiah Smith.
I'm talking about Deion.
Well, there's a new Primetime in town, and that's Jeremiah Smith. So, and plus, people have been calling Carnell Tate Randy Moss, which I can get that because, well, Carnell Tate just mossed everybody on everybody else's defenses, including, Michigan and Moose Go Blue.
He didn't do it against Indiana or Miami, though.
Hey, I was talking.
He's got nothing to say, man. You know I'm right.
Yeah, I know you're right, Jeffrey. I wasn't going to say it either way. Because Miami, well, I have a lot more respect for those cats, like I said. Unlike
how come you don't respect Indiana?
Said Indiana. Said it with Indiana.
Sound like you got a cold, man. I hope you're feeling all right.
Yeah, man.
No, I was doing that just because, well,
I know what you were doing.
Indiana, don't give a crap about
I know what you were doing, Caden. I'm just messing with you. That's what you do to all of us. So I'm just messing with you.
Who in the hell is playing that harmonica?
Godfather, stop it. We know it's you.
Caden, you don't even remember Ray Lewis. You're not even old enough to remember Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
I remember watching him play in college and high school.
My uncle, the late Sherman Holland, aka the Shermanator, watched him also.
Oh, well, I can understand that. All right, more power to him.
And I watched Ray Lewis in the NFL.
That's it. I'm done tonight. Jeffrey's getting a bad look on his face. He's fixing to unload on some cat. I got to get out of here. This is
I am
bad.
trying
I'm
to
sorry,
hold my
Jeffrey.
composure because this idiot won't keep
Goodbye.
his mouth shut.
Goodbye, dummy. Goodbye.
Night, Godfather. We'll see you soon.
I am trying to hold my composure against this moron. Jeez.
Wow, you've ever had composure? I never knew.
Oh man,
A friend of mine watches the channel and watches your show.
How many friends do you have, dude? You got like 800 friends, man.
Hey, between the sneaker community, football community, and the whole redneck and farm boy community.
So what you're telling me is that there's a bunch of people like you that waste their money on expensive shoes they don't really need.
Or some of us have worn them and sold them. Or some of us have had experience of buying in buying shoes. Yeah. And personally, for me, the only reason I spent that $1,000 was because, well, they were University of Oregon Kobe's, and I like Kobe. He was one of my favorite players growing up.
So you're an Oregon fan now?
No, I just like the green and yellow because, well, John Deere's green and yellow. I work on John Deere's for a living.
I bet you didn't work on John Deere when they had push mowers. They used to have push mowers. They got rid of push mowers because they suck.
I know. I've seen them before. I went to the Garden Tractor Museum down in Georgia. Then there. Nice place, though. I told the guy there at the factory, I said, as long as they've been building and selling them units with the Yamaha diesel, I said, hey, at least I know I'm buying a good unit from one of the best companies that build them. And, well, build them pretty sturdy. Sturdy as a rock and tough as tough as iron. I'll tell you that. Because that's all iron. Old iron right there. Hey, Jackson.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact for you.
Okay.
Since 2011, I've been doing I've been doing a lot of my career in mechanical and machinery mechanical work. That's
since 2011?
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't you have been like 7 in 2011?
I started off small. I started on them weed eaters, push mowers, leaf blowers.
You started working on them at 7.
Hey, you gotta learn. You can't. I mean, hey, you can
How
learn.
in the world
early.
were you even able to work? How are you even able to know what in the world a flipping weed eater was when you were 7?
You ever heard of the grandparents and great teachers?
I don't know, man. A lot of kids at 7 don't know that much, man. There's just no way. There's no way you're able to deconstruct and rebuild the components.
Hey, when you watch the best do it, you pick it up pretty quick. And by the time I was 13, I was changing the oil and, well, fixing up the lawnmowers there at the farm. Heck, I rebuilt a mower deck.
Cool.
Hey, can we get by the way, Jackson's asking for y'all to get this show to 40 likes because this show has gone up the roof since I came in the building. Thank you very much. But I'll tell you what,
all the credit there, Caden.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the other thing. And the local Kubota dealer, I know the grandsons there, and we've been talking about just working on some other things. And I said, hey, you ever heard of the old Kubota engine that they said it was bulletproof? They named it the bulletproof vest. He said, yeah, I heard of that unit. They were built in the 80s. I said, well, I know a couple people that actually own them motors. He said, really? I said, oh, yeah. I've seen a couple of them still around, running around. Oh, yeah, it's true, Jeffrey Jackson. I know the guys.
I think Jackson's completely zoned out right now.
Jackson's in awe of the knowledge I know of what I know, and
I'm sure Jackson's heard of Kubota before.
All right.
Well, and these particular motors that were built back in the early 80s, mid 80s, they were so strong that they could never break. Seriously. And they built the block out of, I'm trying to remember what they built the blocks out of, what they made them out of. But most of the parts, including the camshaft and the billets, were made out of, it was a type of aluminum metal that really was so strong. That even if you tried to break them or you forgot to service them after like 500 some hours, they still ran really well. And the injectors were pretty cheap on them, and they're still cheap for them. I've seen a couple of them injectors for them motors go for like at least $15, $10 a piece. Even on the newer units on the newer blocks that they build like the version of that motor, but now 30 something years later, they're still as strong as they are, except all that computer crap that they got to stick on them, which I personally don't like. I'm more of the old motors.
I agree with you on that. I don't like new vehicles with all that newfangled, technology that you don't need. You just need a basic vehicle. I mean, some of the technology's fine, but a lot of it's over the top. I got a question, a trivia question for you, Caden.
Go on ahead, Jeffrey. You go on ahead.
Do you know what Nissan was called before the 1970s?
I'm gonna have to be honest about that answer. No, because I never really much paid attention to Nissan, or particularly. I was more of a Ford, Chevy, Dodge
American guy. It's
GMC.
fair. It's fair.
GMC. Yeah.
I mean, Japanese cars are better, but not Nissan.
America's got the best pickup trucks around.
There we go. Datsun. The Datsun 240ZX. And they switched over to Nissan.
My buddy's grandfather still owns the old fire truck from the old township there, and it's only got like 16,000 original miles on it. And we're thinking about putting a different motor and different motor. We're gonna probably put what is it? We're gonna put either a 7.2 liter Cat diesel, or we're gonna put a 5.9 Cummins. And we're gonna keep the transmission, or we might swap it out for a different style transmission. Trying to think. Oh, an Allison 1000 series or a 2400 series transmission. That's in the same transmission that's in the one Peterbilt of theirs. I'm trying to think the one. 336 or no 360 356 Peterbilt. I'm trying to think. Sorry, I got a lot of transmissions and motors up in my brain.
Hey, Kaden, let me ask you a question. What year did the American Motor Company, AMC, go out of business?
AMC, I'm trying to think. I think it's somewhere around the 90s, I think.
1987.
Oh, man. I was close.
Close. I know a lot about cars, too. I don't know as much about transmissions and all that technical stuff, but I know a lot about cars.
See, here's my thing, Jeffrey. I'm more a diesel guy. It says in my name, let alone the type of vehicle I work in particularly. And said I prefer said diesel engine over gasoline engines. Like old school Detroits, old school Cummins, old school Caterpillar diesels. Oh, the old school International motors. My buddy's got that one truck, the F350 with the DT360 that we just got done building there at the house. That's got a 6-speed 1000 series Allison out of an 05 Duramax. And we slapped it on there, and the thing runs as smooth as it does. I'm telling you, I can never tell the difference if it's shifted between 50 and 60 years, or that transmission is just so bulletproof you can't break the thing. I don't know.
Honestly, Caden's kind of chill when he's talking about cars, folks.
I'm chill about old diesels, Jeffrey. What do you mean? I'm the diesel freak. What do you mean? It's in my name.
Yeah, I take that back.
Oh man.
I mean, heck. I'm trying to think of this one. I just changed the fluids, and fluid was on a C12 cat on an old Sterling there not too long ago, and
does your girlfriend Caden like cars?
She's more of a Mercedes type of person. Tesla, Mercedes Benz. She said my truck's nice, but she said she wished I drove a Mercedes. I said, well, I like for a reason. At least you respect my opinions.
Mercedes peaked in the 80s and 90s, man.
Yeah, I told her that Mercedes nowadays are really much a garbage heap in, well, Mercedes pockets.
Oh man.
What? Mercedes Benz is garbage. Like even nowadays, Mercedes
Oh, you don't have to worry about me messing around with that stuff. It's like, nah. It's like that.
Jackson, I know you wouldn't mess with them any day of the week.
Not much.
Heck, them Volvos are really junk.
Well, they were better when they were.
Audis are junk. BMWs are junk.
How about Porsche?
Junk. Lamborghinis
I
are
like
junk.
Porsche vehicles.
Ferraris are junk. Maseratis are junk.
Maseratis. Oof.
Jaguars are junk. Rolls Royce are a piece of garbage. They wouldn't last a minute.
The Rolls Royce Phantom, folks, is a piece of junk.
I'm trying to think whatever the heck. Rivians are junk. Teslas are junk. That Tesla Cybertruck can haul 30,000 pounds, let alone 6,000 pounds, because the rear ends are known for having differential issues. I've seen them before.
How do you feel about Toyota and Honda and Mazda?
Their trucks are garbage, but their cars aren't bad.
I've seen the Mazda sponsors on some of the Locked On podcasts, and I know when I was, a guest.
Mountaineer Paul does the they get sponsored
I love
by
how
the
he
Mazda
does
dealers.
Mazda, but he goes Mazda. I love it.
Yeah, the Locked On West Virginia is sponsored by the dealers there in West Virginia. I did double check that.
Can't beat the first gen Miata, man. It would get completely wrecked in a accident, but it's a great little car.
Well, I prefer the old F350 with the DT360 and a 6-speed Allison, or 350 with a 7.3 liter power stroke. No, excuse me, that's an International motor, not a Ford motor. With a 4-speed automatic over a Mazda, Toyota, Honda any day of the week. Just a solid old truck, solid old engine, 2 solid old engines, excuse me. And well, you know the rest of that story.
It wouldn't meet environmental regulations these days.
The old EPA in the old state of Ohio, the EPA don't mess with you around here. That's the nice part. Because our state, and particularly our state particularly, in the certain counties you live in, they can't mess with you. Because if they do, they could get arrested, and plus they could get sued. They could get sued.
Those old vehicles were great, man.
And plus, the president, now that he's taken down the EPA's regulation, specifically in our state and those other states, including Alabama, now you are legally allowed to delete a heavy duty diesel vehicle. You are legal. It's legal. They can't stop you if they try to stop you. You can report it. You can report it to the law. And you can take it to court, and they can get fined, and there's some serious consequences. I heard someone of the EPA got arrested 1 month. I heard about a few months ago got arrested.
Wow.
So yeah, in our state, the EPA don't really mess around. ODOT don't mess around with us. And I'm trying to think of one guy. Then I know ODOT tried messing with him around, and he sued the Department of Transportation in our state. Won a $50,000 lawsuit. $50,000. The state paid him back $100,000. And the guy at ODOT, yeah, he got fired. Yeah, he's out of job. Yeah. So you talk about the folks I know in the family farm and all the diesel guys I know, that particularly the diesel shops. You mess with them, you can go to court seriously bad. And it's not just good lawyers. It's state law. They have to recognize state law and regulations. And even with the times now, they have to recognize that. So if I were said to get pulled over if I were to get complaints made against me by, like, say, a Karen or some lady that don't know the law, that I can tell the police, like, hey, according to the law, I'm allowed legally to own a deleted vehicle in our state, according to state regulation and federal regulation, federal law. And I can take it up to court, win the case to court, and I don't even need a lawyer because it's simple. And they wouldn't, not even the Karen at the next door Toyota dealer that drives a Prius wouldn't even understand that. I'm gonna tell you that now, and I know that from experience. Trust me. When you're a farm kid, redneck, diesel driving, diesel guzzling, one dad son of a gun whose friends were athletic monsters, yeah, you would understand that. Oh, and speaking of which, I forgot to mention I'm working on some merchandise.
Oh, nice.
Jeffrey, I was going to ask you and Jackson, would you like to see, would you prefer if I maybe send Jackson an email or something to show you guys the merchandise I might be dropping? You guys can shop.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean,
It's a free country, so
Yeah.
there you go.
I don't know if Mr. M.R. is going to be listening, or he's going to get mad at me for showing my merchandise off. I gotta get it here for 1 second. I gotta get in here for 1 second. Jackson, hold on. Oh God, I'm hoping I didn't. Can you still hear me?
Loud and clear. Can you hear us?
Yeah, but sometimes my computer can act up. Give me 1 second here while I try to figure this out. Yeah, son of a gun. Yeah, I'm having a hard time.
Okay.
Oh,
His computer went off.
I thought you did that.
I didn't do anything.
Wow.
So don't.
Oh.
Yeah, he accidentally pressed the wrong button.
Okay. Are we able to pull up what Steve said?
We can, but
I mean,
all I can say is if you're gonna speak like that, Steve, put it in a super chat.
well, I mean,
it's kind of like a swear jar. So, but
I don't even. Caden lost me the last like 5 or 10 minutes of that conversation. I just, I was kind of spacing out there,
man. Oh man, it's too funny. But
he really knows his American stuff, folks. I mean, I started talking to him about some Datsuns. He didn't know.
Yeah,
he doesn't know that he's an American car guy. Nothing wrong with that. I mean,
nah.
I think American manufacturing is good. We don't make good vehicles most of the time, but it's whatever. But I mean, it does show that Caden has more hobbies than Ohio State, Miami, and Georgia football, and his girlfriends.
But yeah. Well, there you go.
He's got more hobbies, folks.
Oh,
in the name, Diesel Freak.
There you go, man. Well, the call-in link is in the chat. Everybody wants to call in. The link is all in here, all right there in the chat. And it's only 241 days till kickoff of the 2026 season for the Alabama Crimson Tide. So we're just kind of finding ways to pass the time, and we're looking at the FanDuel odds. Oh my God, Alabama's losing by 9, and the right now odds are plus 6.5. I think Alabama can beat the spread. I think they can beat the spread. So I think they'll be all right. Oh, as a matter of fact, yeah, my bad. Yeah, we're pursuing Peak. Jacarius Peak, he's visiting tomorrow. I believe he's visiting sometime tomorrow. Malik Blotton, we do not have any updates on him yet, other than from yesterday from Crimson Coverage. LSU is talking with him still, and Jordan Ross, we'll keep you updated on him. All right, well, I guess Caden's finally got his computer working. Here we go. Hello in there.
Yeah, sorry about that, Jackson. I'd had a hard time trying to figure out stuff, so I apologize.
All good.
So let me get back to oh, son of a gun, not having hard. Jeez.
Oh my God, Jeffrey's using a GIF from Inside Job on Netflix. Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Yeah, that's like live reaction from Jackson like 10 seconds later.
Oh, but
Sorry,
you know me so well. You know I like that show.
I forgot to turn my YouTube stuff off. Sorry, on my computer. I'm gonna drop the link to Custom Ink where I'm having my merchandise made. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to find that link here on my phone.
Oh man,
I'm sorry about that. Computer problems. I'm telling you, sometimes I just want to take a sledgehammer and break this piece of crap. God Almighty. Good gravy.
oh man.
Right now, my only response is what John said to Liz in Garfield's Thanksgiving. Well, don't do that.
Speaking of, where is your buddy Austin? Let's talk with Austin.
He said Toyotas are the best earlier.
Car wise, but truck wise, heck no, they ain't.
But not everybody cares about trucks. Some people do, but not everybody does.
Hey, well, there's some of us that are just truck loving redneck / ex athletes.
Oh man.
Okay, don't,
What does being an ex-athlete have to do with?
I'm just saying, Jeffrey. I'm just saying. I'm not hunt, but I'm just saying.
Oh man.
So if you know car people that love trucks, but they're not ex-athletes, then you don't care then.
Hey, I talk to them sometimes too. Hold on now.
There you go.
Let me.
Oh yeah, Jordan Ross. I saw where he's getting looked at. You know, he's possibly going from Tennessee to Bama. That'd be pretty cool.
What's up with these rivalry transfers, though, man? Like, we're just gonna take a dude from Tennessee, really?
I'm
That's
hosting.
I'm fine with it, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, dude, you're on the opposite end of that. Now you're just
I don't know if
for
you can
us, and you're
see
gonna smoke the
the,
cigar if we win. And it's like, really, dude? I don't know.
I mean, we kind of do it in real life where it's like you go to a rival company and it's like, oh, well, there you go. So it's like, oh.
Hey,
Okay.
Jackson, Jeffrey, did you guys see the links I dropped in?
No, not yet.
Oh, is it not in the chat or is it?
No.
Either my comments aren't because I'm trying to post it through my main page. I don't know if I'm having.
We're trying to put it on YouTube. That it's not working. Like you have to like send it in the. You have to put it in the private chat.
The problem is, I'm using my backup emergency internet access to the internet because Mark Rogers has my main page, my main channel blocked.
Well,
because of said ban.
Okay. Well, all right, man.
Because the man don't like me, and that's fine by me.
Okay.
Like I don't care. Like he can hate me all he wants. I don't care.
Oh, boy.
So
Ugh.
Well, all right, Kay. We'll be seeing you soon, man.
Hey, I'll send you the links through Twitter if you follow me on Twitter.
All right.
You can take a look. I'm gonna send it through to your Twitter if I can get a minute here. So pay attention to your Twitter if you got a second.
All right, man.
Later, boys.
Later, Kay. All righty. Well, we got the call-in link in the chat for those who want to call in. The link is in the chat, all right here. This stream is at 13 likes. Let's get it over to 40 likes. Let's get it over. Let's get rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it up there. Oh man. But yeah, we'll wait and see on what happens with the rest of Portal. We don't know whether Jordan Ross is coming over to Bama, but that would be a huge win. We get a huge edge. Like get him paired with Yahtzee Pierre. That would be a huge win right there. And just kind of give an update on Alabama basketball. We're still losing by 9 against Vanderbilt. Okay, yeah. But just looking at the Final Four odds from FanDuel, just kind of looking at that. Alabama is at plus 700, which is basically the 11th best odds. Well, 10th best odds if you got them tied with BYU, because that's the same number for BYU, honestly. And I don't know why Gonzaga's odds are higher, but I mean I understand that they're usually good enough to go to the Final Four most of the time, but they never can get it done in the national title. So that's the same with Gonzaga. And Arizona, they just don't win in March. I do not see them. I mean, I know they're number one right now, but Arizona,
they've been number one before.
Oh yeah, Arizona's like Wile E. Coyote. They fall off a cliff trying to chase that Roadrunner. That's just Arizona in a nutshell. But we'll definitely wait and see what turns out for the rest of the Final Four and basically like the Elite Eight. But I think Alabama men's basketball's got good odds. I mean, plus 700 is not bad.
The defense is just not good enough, man. It's not good enough.
No. It's
I like Nate Oates a lot. He's a great coach, and he's done great things at Alabama basketball. Alabama before him was not good at all. So, I mean, they've improved so much. They're fun to watch. I love watching them, but they're not going to be able to win a natty unless their defense improves. It's just not going to happen.
Well, we'll definitely wait and see what happens, man. It's going to be a wild ride. See what happens for men's basketball team. I mean, I know like tonight's a bad night against Vanderbilt, but it'll get really better. Like the rest of the season will be fine. So I'm crossing my fingers for some more magic for Alabama basketball. But I mean, can you believe it? Men's basketball is looking really good. Loving it. Well, anybody wants to call in? Link is in the chat. We've got a couple more minutes before we close up shop for the night. But shooting threes. Yeah, you gotta not do that. Like,
that's the problem with shooting. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. Like, if you're missing threes, you got to keep shooting threes to eventually make threes. That's how shooters get back in rhythm. But if you're continuously missing and you're not hitting him in that game, then you've got to do something else. So it's just one of those things where you live and die by the three. And sometimes Alabama looks like the best team in college basketball when they're on, but when they're not, they get beat, and sometimes embarrassingly. So.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, that's something you just cannot do, is just be shooting a bunch of threes constantly and then being overly reliant on it, because that will bite you in the rear. That will always do that to you. But, all righty, man. Well, Jeffrey, what have you got going on in your world this week, good buddy?
I mean, definitely me and Will did our predictions for the semifinals that are going to be going on tomorrow and Friday. That was a ton of fun, and I'm sure that I will be live sometime after the games are over. When Indiana's over, I might be live for that on Friday night. Not 100% sure, but should be. I'd try to, be live when the games are done so we could break it down, talk about it, win or lose for Indiana, and that should be a ton of fun. Also follow me on X as well, but most importantly, like and subscribe to Alabama, the voice of college football if you haven't already. If you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying, the content, we appreciate the support. You guys have been amazing, and we're going to keep giving Alabama content to you, regardless of win or lose, and win or lose in the offseason. Hopefully we have a great offseason. And hopefully, we'll definitely talk about Bama basketball some as well, but definitely Bama football. It's always at the forefront, and we appreciate all the support.
Oh, there we go, man. Tell your friends, your family, and the cashiers at Publix about the magic that Jeffrey Trevion and I bring all right here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football. Check out the magic that Jeffrey brings on Only Talk Sports, where he talks sports every single day, or at least he tries to. Oh, man. And you can check me out on Jackson Johnson 979, where I will have some upcoming episodes of the Jacksonium. Who are they going to be with? Well, that's why you tune in. Basically, I'm now 269 subs away from that magic number 1,000. But, I got done earlier tonight with SEC Live talking about the Fiesta Bowl, the transfer portal, and much more in the world of the SEC with Andrew Miller, Josh Mahler, and Tucker Harlan, bringing that magic on SEC Live. And, of course, we're now 2 subs away from 3,100. Can you believe that? Like two subs away from 3,100 subscribers. And we are now 902 subs away from the magic number 4,000. Awesome, right? Like 402 subs away from 3,500 subscribers. So thank y'all so much for helping us get closer to rocking and rolling, man. We appreciate it so much. And for more updates, what I've got going on my end, check me out on JacksonVOCFB on @/Twitter and on Instagram and threads of Jackson Johnson 543-908. Note to self, I got to make sure to change that Instagram handle. Got to make it easier for everybody. That's my fault, ladies and gentlemen. But we've got some merch. It's never too early to go shopping for Valentine's Day because, you got to get something that looks good, man. We got the merch from Alabama with the Voice of College Football. The sweatshirt, the hats, the T-shirts, the polo shirt, the tumbler cup, the game day mug, the can cooler. We've got it all. We've got it all right here on Alabama at the Voice of College Football. And if you want to go shopping for the merch, come on in. It's all right there. I appreciate JV1817. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate JV. And also, if you want to become a YouTube member of Alabama with the Voice of College Football, we've got the link below all right here. So we're going to show you a little bit of what to see from the merch, from the YouTube memberships of Alabama with the Voice of College Football. For $2.99 a month, you can become a Crimson Faithful member, where you'll have a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments and the live chat. Custom emojis to use the comments in the live chat, and you get member shoutouts. Like our good buddy, the Godfather of the SEC. There we go, 1,000. And of course, you can become a Save a Disciple for $4.99 a month. Priority replies to comments and you get access to a monthly hangout from yours truly, Jackson Johnson, Jeffrey Donnie Talk Sports, and Trevion Ware. And for $9.99 a month, you can become a Bear Bryant legend, where you can connect on social media with each of us and give out content requests of any kind. And neither rain, nor sleet, nor snow, nor the weird weather of Alabama will put a stop to us from fulfilling your content request of Alabama, all right here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football. And with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you never miss no video whatsoever. And we will be seeing y'all soon. And roll Tide.